Hey everybody, Steve here, and here's a look at all the stories we're following from the AFR News Desk for February 3rd, 2015. Our lead story this week is from over at Play.com, where they have officially released their new version of second season football. For all of you that missed out on the pre-order, it is now available to pick up from the Play.com website, as well as all of the new components for the game that are going to help speed up the play. It also comes with the 2014 Seattle and New England teams, so you can replay this past weekend's exciting Super Bowl until the regular season is released later this year. Also at Play.com, the recent re-release of their Demo Derby Smashdown game has already sold out of its first print run, but I was just informed today that there is a second print run on the way, so for those of you that missed out on the first batch, stay tuned for further updates on when that will be available. Just a quick update for the Hoops Tabletop Pro Basketball game. They have a new version of the rules that have just been released, and they'll be going out with all new purchases of the game, and also will be available to download from the ASG Games website, hopefully very soon. For those of you that were fans of Al Wilson's outstanding game boards that he created for History Maker Baseball, he recently had to change websites, and so now they are up on a new page as well as a link on the Play.com freebies page. You can check out the notes below the video for both of those links. And finally, over at Strat-O-Matic, they are having a football off-season sale where you can get 30% off any of their current football cards or game sets. You just need to use the code FBOffSeason when you check out. And now let's take a look at new releases. Over at Digging Deep Sports, they have released the 2014 NFL season for their Digging Deep football game, and that's available in both printed and ebook versions. A couple of exciting releases from APBA. First, for their hockey game, they have the 97-98 NHL season available. And then they have two new sets for their APBA Soccer game. First up is the Volume 2 of their Great Teams of the Men's World Cup. That set includes 10 great teams, including the 2014 Germany team that just won the World Cup last year. And then finally, they also have the 2014-15 Mexican Liga MX set. The 2014-15 US Pro Tour Yearbook is now available for Downey Games Player of the Game Golf. And finally, for those of you getting ready to do a season replay of the past seasons, over at Replay Games, they've just announced that the 2014 Fastscore Baseball and Fastscore Football downloads are both now available. And now it's time for the question of the week. So last week on the show, I asked everybody if they ever utilized technology to play any sports games head-to-head, and there were a couple of people that said they've used both FaceTime and chats, and one user, Larry Marathu, said that he actually is in a league that uses chat boxes to log the games. So thanks guys for those comments. It's great to know that even when we can't get together face-to-face, that new technology is allowing us to bridge that gap. Now for this week's question. I'm going to be starting a fundraising campaign for the AFR channel probably sometime in the next month, and I'm going to be using a site called Patreon. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with it, it's a little bit different from Kickstarter in that instead of trying to raise one large amount of money, you get a small amount of money every month, and it helps space out the payments from subscribers. So how it would work, you'd log on, you'd say you agree to donate $1 a month to AFR. And I think that that's going to be a much better way to, instead of asking for a large amount of money, then this way it's just a small amount over time. Now, what this means is I'm not going to be charging for anybody. It's still going to be a free YouTube channel. I just need to do something to subsidize some of the costs that I'm incurring here now that I'm in over a year and a half making this channel. So I wanted to ask, are there any special rewards that I could try to offer for people that go above and beyond donating, more than just $1 a month. Maybe something like I could try to get some special promos from game companies. There could be a level where you get to sponsor an episode of the news, or maybe a special once-a-month chat with subscribers. So I'm really open to suggestions, and if there is something that people would like to see, I'll definitely try to make it happen before the campaign starts. And I'd just like to say again that the channel would never have gotten to this point without the support of all the fans out there. So thank you again for, having AFR be where it is today. And with some support from the fans financially, we can definitely take this channel to a whole new level. And now it's time for channel updates. First, I have to send a thank you out to Paul Dillon over at the 1 for 5 blog. We had a bet going for this past weekend's Super Bowl. Paul being from Washington and me being here from New England, it seemed like a logical bet to make. And so fortunately for me, Pete Carroll called for a pass from the half-yard line instead of going to beast mode. And so New England won, and I'm now the proud owner of the 1973 football season for second season football. So Paul, thank you for that. That was a lot of fun, and I'm hopeful that we'll be able to do something like that again in the future. As for reviews, the next one I'll be working on is for Hoops Tabletop Pro Basketball, and then after that I'll be putting up a review of Bowl-O-Rama. And then lastly, I just wanted to mention that yesterday the AFR 2-Minute Drill had its second appearance on the Dice Tower's Board Game Breakfast. I'll post a link to that video below. Please, if you have a chance, check it out and leave a comment letting them know that you really like seeing sports board game news covered on their show. Alright guys, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. My name's Steve, and I'll see you next time after further review.